Parkinson Motors is located in the heart of Trilby at 406 Sumac Street. So come on in, look around, drive home with the 1956 Studebaker of your choice. Here are the news headlines of the minute. President Eisenhower is the undisputed winner in the Wisconsin and Illinois primaries. Movie star Grace Kelly and Monaco's Prince Rainier married in storybook wedding. Well over Brooklyn last night, it was the Brooklyn Dodgers 5, the Philadelphia Phillies 4. Now look out, guys and chickies. Here it comes. Big number one wonderful this week.
State freshmen are threatening, ladies and gentlemen, in the shadow of the goal line. As a result of some beautiful pass conversions from Jones to Sanders. Dreamer, what makes you think you're going to make the team? Make the team? I am the team.
Okay, this is when you dig to the right, button hook back, and I'll hit you in the chest with it on 6.
Do you think I look like Ava Gardner? I was out with Roy Ferris last night. He bought me this huge big orchid that had this white ribbon with my name on it. And he says I have this really fantastic resemblance to Ava Gardner. Of course I can't see it myself.
24, 38.
Do you think I have too much lipstick on?
No, you look fine.
54, 6. I thought you said the Jazz. Skin and bones gets knocked over in the first high wind. All right, Saunders, defense. Come on, Bo. There you go.
When shall we eat?
I'm not hungry.
He's knocked out, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, watch it!
I think you will make the team. Hey, Alicia, where's Julie?
I don't know. She went over there.
Well, so long, Bo. I gotta take off.
What?
Aren't you coming to the show with us tonight?
I can't. My dad says I have to have the car back by 5.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll see you at school on Monday.
Oh, we haven't even eaten yet. I
Fine.
Chloe, I made a whole lunch here with bologna sandwiches and cheese. Listen, I hope Julie feels better.
Oh, yeah. Fine.
Will you wait for me? We haven't even eaten and I'm starving to death and you won't help me carry anything.
Still want to go see The King and I?
I guess so.
Well, we don't have to if you don't want to. I mean, we can just stay here. Julie, you all right? Julie?
Oh, God, I don't know what to do.
What's the matter?
Bojo, I'm pregnant.
You can't be. You mean just in that one time?
I know.
Well, you sure? I mean, did you go see the doctor?
Over in Westcott, I've had a test and everything.
Did you tell your folks?
No, just you.
There's got to be some way around it. Hey, where are you going?
I'm going home.
Julie, wait a minute. Just calm down.
Look, call me when you thought of a way around it.
Julie, for crying out loud.
I'm sorry if I've spoiled your day.
What, do you want to get married? Is that what you want to do?
I don't want anything from you.
You better call your parents. Tell them you're not coming coming home tonight.
I don't have to. They know I'm staying with Alicia.
I heard about a couple of places over in Nolan where they marry people.
Well, won't your dad need his truck?
No, not until tomorrow.
Are you sure you want to? Look what I've got. I bought it for 50 cents in Newberry's. The day I went to see the doctor in Westcott. I don't think it fooled him, though. Well,
I guess that does it.
I guess so. Seems so fast.
Yeah. You hungry?
Kind of.
Oh, I hit the spot. Aren't you going to finish the rest of your hamburger?
Oh, no. No, you have it.
You sure?
Yeah, you have it.
Are you sure you don't want it?
Hey, you know something? You've never told me you love me. Not ever.
Well, neither of you.
The girl's not supposed to say it first.
Whoever wants to say it first should say it first.
Okay.
I love you. Look, you wanted to get married and we got married. You wanted me to say I love you and I said it.
An awful way to start out.
Offer for who? Everything shot to hell for me. College, football, my scholarship, my whole future. I don't even know where I am. Look, Julie, I mean, you gotta admit this hasn't exactly been your average day. Just give me time to sort things out, okay? We'll be all right. I mean, we'll be okay.
I love you.
I'm gonna go around to the coffee pot and call home. Get some kind of breathing. You give me a call there when you're ready for me to come over and face the music.
Do I look all right?
Sure. You look fine. Good luck.
You too.
Well.
Hey, Jewel, we won. What? Little League yesterday. We beat the Tigers 8-5. I hit 2 homers.
That's good. Hi.
Hi.
Come on, Evan.
Oh, Julie, darling, I'm so glad you're back. Joan Hartlane's nephew's out from San Francisco, and I'm afraid Greg's been boring him to death with all that talk about baseball. But I must say he's been awfully good about it.
Yeah, I saw them outside.
And I thought maybe you two could take the car and go over to the club this afternoon for a swim. Here, taste. I know it needs something, but I'm not just sure what.
Mom.
Gracie, will you stop flying around on those things?
I can't, Mom. I'm seeing Bojo.
Again? You just saw him last night.
Mom, when are the Hartlanes leaving? I've got something I want to talk to you and Dad about.
What do you think?
What?
About the dip.
It needs some salt, a little salt.
It's just what Gracie said, but don't forget there's going to be salt on the crackers. What time's he picking you up?
Who?
Bojo, what time's he picking you up tonight?
Oh, well, it's kind of complicated, Mom.
Well, even so, if he's not picking you up till tonight, I don't see why you couldn't spend some time with them this afternoon. I mean, after all, he's come all the way from San Francisco, and there hasn't been a soul close to his age.
But he's not my age. He's older.
He's a lot closer to your age than he is to ours. And at the risk of seeming impertinent, you know, there are other boys in the world beside Bojo Jones, darling. There just are.
I hate him.
Gracie, darling, you don't hate anybody.
He's such a goon. He just sits down in his car and honks the horn. For Pete's sake.
Oh, Gracie, you don't know anything about it.
Hi, Pumpkin.
Oh, hi, Daddy.
Have a good time last night?
Oh, Julie! Julie, now just look at you. Prettier every time we see you.
Thank you, Auntie Jones.
Oh, isn't she the dearest girl?
We think so.
She stinks.
13 years old.
Now, what do you say we repair to the patio with our refreshments?
Oh, he's always stealing my Eddie Fisher recipes.
Darling, will you carry these? Evan? Evan, have you met our daughter, Julie?
Well, it's down at the end of the Holy Street.
Hello. Just a minute, Miss Jones. Bojo. It's your mother.
Oh, it's always crowded. You still could find some room.
Hello, Ma. Julie.
Bojo, I'm sorry. They've been here for hours. Mrs. Hartling brought a nephew from San Francisco, and they've stayed and stayed. Oh, but what can I say? Evan, he's the nephew. He's a junior at Stanford. He spotted my book of Emily Dickinson, and nothing would do but that we read poetry together.
Are you enjoying it?
Of course I'm not enjoying it, but what can I say? What happened with your folks?
They cut me off.
What do you mean, cut you off?
They hung up on me.
Well, who did you talk to?
Both of them. My mother cried, and my father called me an irresponsible bum.
Did you tell them, you know, anything else?
No, I didn't have to tell them. They know. I mean, they know I'd never...
Say it, why don't you?
Look, how long am I supposed to hang around here?
I'm talking to Bojo, Mother.
Joan Hartlane's leaving, darling. Surely you haven't got anything to say to Bojo. Wait a few minutes.
Bojo, I'll call you back. Things are kind of hectic here right now. Soon as I can. Bye-bye.
Julie? I didn't want to leave without saying goodbye.
Goodbye. It was nice meeting you.
I'll write you.
Lovely.
Do you like Edna St. Vincent Millay?
Well, I don't know her too well.
I'll send you some things. I'll get the address from Aunt Joan.
Oh, that would be lovely. Wouldn't that be lovely, Julie?
I hope you have a good year at Stanford.
Thanks.
Vivian, thanks. Thousands. Got to run. Goodbye, Squeakums. Come see us.
So glad you could come over, Joan. Do come see us again, Evan, next time you're in town.
You could help too, you know. Hey, Julie, you know what you can get me for my birthday?
Dad, could I talk to you and Mom?
Yeah, can we make it quick? John Titchens come over to play tennis in a few minutes.
Well, it's kind of important.
All right, let's get to it then. What's the problem? Hey, you two, go on about your business. This is between your sister, your mother, and I.
A Mickey Mantle Filler Smith. That's what I want for my birthday, Jewel. You can get it at Allsport right now for $8.50.
Isn't that Evan Clark the nicest boy? He seemed quite taken with you, Julie.
Well, I don't think he knows too many girls.
Vivian, our little girl, seems to have a problem, and she's just about to tell us what's on her mind.
Oh, yes. Oh, well,
Well, go ahead, dear.
What's that you're wearing, Julie?
it's a wedding ring, Mom.
Julie!
I'm married.
Married?
Oh, come on, Poker. Nobody marries a 16-year-old girl.
No, Paul, she means it. Look at the expression on her face.
We drove over to Nolan, and there's this chapel where...
Oh, we'll have it at Nolan. I'll call Judge Pitts in the morning.
No, you can't do that.
Well, are we allowed to know the name of the groom?
Bojo Jones.
Bojo Jones. Who the hell is Bojo Jones? You mean that pinhead that sits out in his car and blows his horn?
He's not a pinhead. He's my husband, and I happen to be very much in love with him.
What would you know about love at 16?
Would you stop saying that? I know how old I am.
Hey, Jewel, Bozo told me to tell you that he's out front in the truck. We were talking about football.
I'm surprised he doesn't sit in the car and blow his horn.
I got tired of waiting. It's pretty rough, huh?
Awful.
What'd they say?
I wanted to know.
I figured that would be their first angle. Come on, let's get this thing over with.
Are you kids in trouble?
We were, Mr. Greer. We're not anymore.
You don't know. You're just children. You don't know.
All right, Vivian, it's okay. At least the cards are on the table. We know what we're dealing with, and there are alternatives.
Well, we've pretty much thought about those alternatives, Mr. Greer.
I feel, Julie, and I'm sure your mother will agree, that any kind of a medical solution, well, it just wouldn't be the answer. I think it'd be much better if you stayed right here with us until after the baby is born, and then a proper home can be found.
Oh, you mean adopt him out?
The county agency is very progressive, I understand.
What am I supposed to do while Julie is staying here waiting to farm out our baby?
Well, I imagine you want to continue with your own plans, whatever they are. College, career.
Well, just as if nothing's happened?
Children, we just want you to know that no step that you've taken so far is irrevocable.
We don't want to give our baby away, Mr. Greer.
Now, don't try to answer now. Think about it.
Well, I don't have to think about it.
Children, we're just trying to help.
Well, help who? I mean, Bojo and I are married. Let's start there.
All right. If you kids have made up your minds, I think it's the best thing to do is to start there, as Julie said.
Yes, sir.
Possibly you might know that I'm a trustee at the Security Bank, and a couple of times I have managed to get jobs for youngsters we know. The pay probably won't be too much, but it'll be a start.
I couldn't do that, Mr. Greer.
Why not?
Well, I wouldn't be able to go to school.
What school?
You know, school. I mean, there's only one more quarter, and if I don't graduate, I'll lose my scholarship.
Holy Toledo! Now I've heard everything.
Do you mean to sit there and say that you'd be going back to school as if nothing had happened?
Well, that's what you were suggesting just a few minutes ago.
Under slightly different conditions. How do you expect to support a wife and a baby?
Well, I'll get a job on weekends. We can live with my family and...
Just a minute. I want one thing clearly understood. Julie is staying right here in her own home where she can be properly taken care of.
Are you coming?
Where are you going?
Home. Are you coming?
What makes you think your parents would let us stay there? I mean, just this afternoon you said...
Yeah, well, that was this afternoon, all right? You don't know them. It'll be okay.
Oh, Julie, darling. I just can't bear to think of you staying in a house with total strangers at a critical time like this.
Oh, Mother, what critical time? I'm barely in my 3rd month.
You coming or not, Julie?
Of course I'm coming. Just let me get a few things.
You want any help?
I'll be right there.
Pass the gravy, please.
This is really delicious, Mrs. Jones.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
Your mother's a very good cook. I really like your house.
Well, we like it. Only problem is in the summer it gets the afternoon sun. We have to put foil in the windows.
I guess a lot of people have to do that.
Oh, yes, yes. Bojo tells me that you've been to Mexico.
Oh, yes. 2 years ago. With my parents.
I always wanted to travel.
We travel.
See America first. That's what Mr. Jones always says.
Well, I guess a lot of people feel that way.
Yes.
I'm going to watch us so.
But, Leland, don't you want to have some dessert?
If I wanted dessert, I wouldn't have gotten up now, would I?
Well, Julie, you'll have some pound cake and coffee, won't you?
Golly, Mrs. Jones, I don't think I have any room. Everything was so delicious.
Bojo, you'll have some pound cake, won't you?
Oh, no.
Do you want some more milk?
Wait, not too big a piece, though.
Okay. Vinny?
Here, let me help.
No, Julie. Tonight you're a guest. Tomorrow's soon enough for you to be a daughter-in-law.
Well, I'm going to bed. You know, you could have been All-American. Good night.
Well, I think I'll turn in myself. I'm pooped.
This is your room.
Well, I told you it was pretty small.
I didn't know you could play the trombone.
Well, I can't play it too well. I only took a couple of lessons. The only thing I can play all the way through is Mr. Sandman.
Oh, Joe.
Excuse me, I didn't know that you were both in here together.
It's all right, Mom.
I brought you your chocolate, Bojo. Bo always likes to have something creamy before he goes to bed.
Oh, maybe Julie would like something, too.
I'm so sorry.
No, thank you.
I can show you the bathroom if you like. That's if you're sure that you don't want anything to eat.
No, I'm not hungry.
It's here on the right. That's your towel, the orange one, and I cleared half a shelf in the medicine cabinet for your toothbrush and things. Now, I'm sure you'd like to hang some clothes up before you go to sleep. I aired the room out and put fresh linen on the bed. Bo's sister was so proud of this room. She took such good care of it.
It's very pretty, Mrs. Jones.
Well, good night. I hope that you sleep well. Good night, son. I pray to God that we've done the right thing. Bo, don't forget to turn out the light.
Forget, Mom. Good night.
Good night.
My father had to work, and my mother wouldn't come along.
He wouldn't even take time off to see his own son get married?
But we're already married. He's right. This is just some play acting for your family and a notice in the newspaper.
Is it such a big deal if it makes them happy?
No, it's not such a big deal. That's why I'm doing it.
Hey, Bo, come on!
Come on, Julie, come on, it's fun!
Do you, Robert, take this woman, Julia, to be your lawful wedded wife, to love, honor, and cherish from this day forward for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Julia, do you take this man, Robert, to be your lawful wedded husband, to love, honor, and cherish from this day forward for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Robert, you may place the ring on Julia's finger. And now, by the power vested in me by the authority of the state of Maryland, I now pronounce you man and wife. Robert, you may kiss the bride.
It was sweet of you to come with so little notice, Grandmother. I'm sure this must have been a big surprise to you, but in olden times, people used to get married at our age and think nothing of it.
Just as long as they had a plow and a horse and a bit of land. Where's yours?
Oh, Boja's going to work, if that's what you mean.
No, that's not what I meant. May I borrow your young bride for a moment?
Yes, ma'am.
If this marriage survives by any chance, when you're my age, you will have been married 52 years. I can't imagine anyone on the face of this earth I'd want to live with for 52 years, including your grandfather, who is the best company I've ever known. He gave me these on our wedding day. Each one is inscribed.
Faith, forgiveness, humor, eternal vigilance.
Those are the qualities your grandfather felt one should strive for to make a successful marriage. I'd like you to have them now. I like your young man.
Bye-bye, darling. I'll see you at home.
Grandmother gave me these. My grandfather gave them to her when they were married.
She's a nice lady. Listen, I've talked to your father
To Dad about what?
about the job at the bank. We gotta have a place of our own.
Oh, well, what about school? Aren't you going to finish school?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish school. But not now. Maybe later after we get settled.
Vivian, darling, don't draw it out of you. Oh, nonsense. I love it. Squeak and won't kiss the bun. This is the greatest thing. And you must be Bozo.
It's Bojo, Aunt.
Oh?
Short for Robert Joseph.
Oh, Bojo. Well, let's go in, shall we? Oh, this is so exciting. Just let it paint it. Isn't this delightful? Isn't it just delightful, Julie? I didn't have it painted in here, of course, because of the paneling, but the bedroom and the kitchen.
Do you like it, honey?
Sure, it's nice.
And all furnished. Why, you won't have to buy a thing. No, just dishes and pots and pans and a few odds and ends like that. I've got plenty of those I can give you. Though I do think the boys left a coffee pot. Oh, what tenants they were. So creative. Freddie hung that swag lamp over there. Well, now, shall we go into the bedroom? When the dogwood's in bloom, you won't believe how beautiful it is. Of course, you can change things around any way you like. Freddie and Jack were always changing the furniture around.
How much?
Bojo, yes.
How much is the rent for?
Oh, goodness. I don't know. I think the boys were paying $100. Now, if that's too much, we can make another arrangement. After all, Julie's the same as family.
Yeah, but I'm not, and I'd like to have an idea of how much I'm going to be spending.
I'll feel so much better knowing you two children have Joan nearby.
There's not much room for when the baby comes.
But that's a long way off. Oh, I think it's absolutely ideal. I just can't imagine any reason not to take it.
Well, do you like it, Julie?
I think it's adorable.
It's kind of far from the bank. I suppose there's a bus.
Well, you could take the car, or I could drive you.
What car?
My car, the red one.
I didn't even know you had a car.
Oh, sure. I got it for my 16th birthday.
Oh, did you say there was a bus, ma'am?
Oh, yes, right at the end of the lane.
Well, I guess the thing to do... Let me think about it, okay? I'll call you tonight and I'll let you know then.
I know you're going to want it. I just know it. Oh, Joan, so good of you.
Nonsense. Love it. Love it.
I didn't know you had a car.
Hey, wait a minute. You forgot your briefcase.
What do I need that for? There's nothing in it.
Well, sure there is. There's a jelly sandwich.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make his complexion like peaches
Well, the time of the tone, 11 o'clock. Hey, how come you're not in school? You told your mother you had a cold just so you could stay home and listen to old Uncle John, right? All right. We'll let it go this time, but don't let it happen again, huh? You there, Mom? Crazy. I think I'm going to play one of your favorites now.
Yes, hello?
Mother?
Oh, hi, darling. I was halfway out the door with Greg.
Oh, what's the matter?
Well, they sent him home from school. He may have broken his ankle. I'm just on the way to the hospital for x-rays. How are you?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about Greg.
Oh, I know. He's always so careless with himself.
Mother, when you were first married, what did you do all day?
Do?
With your time.
Goodness, well, that was so long ago, I can hardly... Well, it seems to me that there were parties, lots of parties.
Come on, Mom.
Yes, I'm coming. Darling, I've really got to fly. Poor old Greg. Oh, the letter. Did you get the letter? If it's not in the mail today, I'm sure you'll get it tomorrow.
Letter? What letter, Mother?
Mom.
Yes. Sweetie, I've got to go.
Well, I hope it's only a sprain.
Yeah, all right, I'll call you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Douglas, please, don't squeeze that orange. No, Esther, no more dollies. Now shut up. Oh, young man, your father's going to hear about your behavior today. What's that? Put that back on the shelf. Oh, you kids are driving me nuts.
You think this looks all right?
Oh, gee, I'm not sure. When they're speckly, isn't that it?
I don't know. I don't eat them. My husband does. Every morning. Cornflakes and bananas, bananas and cornflakes. Give you a general idea of his mental development.
Looks like you're having a party.
Yeah. Show folks, actors. I used to be a dancer. Lee Berrigan. Hi.
Hi, I'm Julie Greer. Joan. Julie Jones. Golly, is that embarrassing?
Oh, newlywed, huh?
Sounds funny. Julie Jones.
Yeah, it does sound kind of funny. Wonder why the guy never takes the girl's name. Do you ever think of that?
How long have you been married?
2 years. No time off for good behavior. I tried to escape through the swamps once, but I caught malaria and had to turn back.
It can't be that bad.
Uh-huh. You should see the Dilly I'm married to.
Well, but at least I guess you love him.
Why? Do you love yours?
Sure.
Wait.
What does he do, your husband?
He's a horse trainer. I owe silver away. Dun, 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 dun.
What are you doing?
I can't afford that.
Well, what about your party?
Yeah. Hey, that was a good idea, wasn't it?
Wow. You really had me fooled.
Sometimes I almost fool myself.
Look, why don't you come over to my house sometime? We'll have our own party. I'm over on Stony Lane, Dartling Gatehouse.
You'll be sorry. I'm a compulsive talker.
No, really. I'm there all day, all alone.
You bet your life you are.
Dear Julie, meeting you was the best thing that's happened to me lately. Here's how Edna St. Vincent Millay said it. Yours is a face of which I can forget. The color and features, every one. The words, not ever. And the smiles, not yet.
Dear Evan, thank you very much for your nice letter. I'm glad you're enjoying college. A wonderful thing has happened to me, too. I am now married to a wonderful boy and expect to live, as the saying goes, happily ever after. Best of luck to you, Julie Jones.
What's for supper?
Oh, well, let's see. You have a choice between hot dogs and hamburgers.
That's the same choice I had last night.
Well, but last night you had hot dogs.
Ah. Well, then I guess I'll have hamburgers. And how come you keep the mustard in the refrigerator?
Well, my mother always did it.
Boy, I am bushed.
How did it go today?
Pretty well, I guess. Mr. Titchener showed me around the different departments. Everybody calls me Bob. That's how he introduced me. I told him I liked Bojo, but he said, no, Bojo's no good now that you're in business.
Well, what about the other people?
Well, they're all right, I guess. Mostly old.
Well, I guess I'll get some kids in the summer.
Well, but what did you do today? When you sing Dr. Harvey?
Oh, I meant to tell you. Mother says that I can go to Dr. Drummond. I don't have to use Dr. Harvey after all.
When did she say that?
When I went over there on Thursday. But don't worry about it, honey. Mother says they'll pay for it. Kind of a wedding present.
Like hell they'll pay for it. I'm paying for my own wife's doctor.
Yeah, but honey, Dr. Drummond's kind of expensive, and I don't think that...
Listen, we already decided that it was Dr. Harvey. You said you were going to call him today.
Gee, I thought you'd be glad about Dr. Drummond. I mean, women come all the way over from Baltimore just to see him. He's one of the top obstetricians around. He delivered me, for goodness sake.
I don't care if he delivered the Gettysburg Address. We already decided.
Well, holy cats, I don't get your attitude at all.
Look, my sister's a nurse, right? A registered nurse. And she said that Dr. Harvey's okay. So he must be okay.
Yeah, but he's only been out of medical school for 2 years.
Listen, yeah, I'm sick and tired of your family butting into our affairs.
They're only trying to help, that's all. But it seems as though nobody can do anything without stepping on your precious manhood.
Holy cats! I mean, we live in an apartment that they pick out. We drive a car that they bought for you. I work at a job that they arranged. This I'm doing. Just this one thing.
I don't understand you. I mean, I really don't understand you. What is more important to you, getting your own way or the health and safety of your own wife and baby?
Good. Cry. That really helps.
And for everything is with today's friend. Remember, it's Ted's friend for the...
Anybody home?
What's Charlie doing here?
How should I know? Hey, that's neat. Where'd you get it?
Jack Purlo's brother. He just got his draft notice.
Yeah. Want to take a ride? Yeah, I guess so.
How about you, Lisa? You want to go too?
I know, ask me.
Hey, I didn't know you got a car. It's Julie's. Julie. Hey, Julie. I'm going out for a while with Charlie. I'll eat when I get back.
I don't care what you do.
I got a weak stomach.
You know who's cute? Carlton Carpenter.
I'll tell you, you. Terry Moore.
Hey, dear, I know who Bojo likes. Kim Novak.
Hey, Bojo, let's do Joe Below the Tightrope Man. Lisa's never seen it.
Sure she has. Everybody's seen it.
No, honest, I've never seen it.
Oh, come on. Behold, the tightrope. Here he is, Joe Below. The high wire. Come on, Bojo.
Joe Below fell off.
What do you mean he fell off? Joe Below never falls.
He fell off and got killed.
Right in the road. Right in the road.
Come on, Charlie, take me home. I want to go home.
We just got here.
Okay, I'll walk.
I'll take you.
What's the matter? Nothing's the matter. I just want to go home.
Please? You coming?
I thought we were going to eat.
Night, Bojo.
Night, Charlie.
Tell Julie I said hi. Tell her I'll call her sometime tomorrow.
Okay.
Hey, see you later, Bojo.
Julie.
May God relieve the wants of others and grant us grateful hearts. Amen. Well, now, I always have a glass of champagne before dinner. Will you join me, Bojo?
Oh, well, have you got any pop? Or maybe some beer?
Then after dinner, we can look at the slides of my African trip if you like. Emma, bring my glass of champagne and some beer for Mr. Jones and a glass of ginger ale for my granddaughter.
Why can't I have some champagne, Grandmother?
When you're older, my dear, when you're older. Thank you, Emma. Well, now, child, have you worn the bracelets yet?
Not yet, Grandmother. They seem so special.
I know. I know. I was the same way. But give yourself time. Eventually, they'll seem more like a decoration and less like a manacle.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's not that at all. I guess I'm just sort of waiting for an occasion.
I see. Well, when your grandfather and I were first married, and we weren't much older than you two, I remember we felt terribly trapped.
Oh, but we don't.
Yes, we do. Sometimes.
Good for you for saying so. It's only natural. Oh, here we are. Thank you, Emma.
I guess I've wanted to be an engineer for as long as I can remember. You know, my dad likes to tell the story about when I was just a little kid, about 2 or so. I wanted to get out of my crib. I couldn't climb out, so I took it apart.
You know, Julie's father was a great deal like that. I think with any encouragement, he would have chosen architecture instead of the law.
I could drive my dad's car when I was like 6 or 7, just up and down the driveway.
Really?
Yeah, I was so small, though, I had to sit on a bed pillow.
I never knew you wanted to be an engineer.
You never asked me.
You must have been an adorable little kid.
Wait till you see ours.
I made an appointment with Dr. Harvey today.
Dr. Harvey?
Mm-hmm. He sounded very nice over the phone. I'm sure I'm going to like him.
Into the golden vessel of great song, let us pour all our passion.
You see what I mean?
I feel my own soul to be a miracle. With love and trembling and wonder, yours, Evan.
I just don't know what to do. I mean, it's not his fault. He's just sort of a lonely soul.
Well, he's cultured. I mean, he goes to college.
I can't just let it go on.
But that's what you're doing, babe.
Yeah, but I don't want to hurt him.
You want my advice? You should let the poet here go on thinking what he's thinking until after you have the baby.
You know, you act as if Bojo and I are just a temporary thing. That we're just making it look nice and respectable while my tummy blows up.
Oh, you said it. I didn't. What do you think? You got troubles. I'm pretty sure that I'm pregnant too.
Well, welcome to the club.
Your club, not mine. Hold it like that. Hey, just stay there, just the way you are for a minute.
What?
You know, you could be fantastic looking if you would just do something with yourself.
Oh, look, I don't think that Bojo would like...
He'll like it. Maybe he'll say that he won't, but he'll love it. Close your eyes.
Does your husband know about the baby?
No, and he isn't ever going to. I'm not going to have that baby. You know what he's trying to do to me, don't you? He's trying to tie me down with a kid. Bury me under a pile of strained spinach and wet diapers.
Oh, he's bound to know something, though, Lee.
No sweat. He has to go out of town next week.
Oh, you shouldn't be alone. I mean, at least somebody should be there with you.
Would you stop worrying? I'll call you.
You promise?
You know you're a mommy already. You should have 10 kids. Maybe someday when I'm, ready. I used to be a dancer. Did I ever tell you that? Hey, come look at this. Well, Bojo isn't going to take you for granted now.
Oh, Bojo doesn't take me for granted.
Oh, no. What is the first thing that he says when he comes home at night? What's for dinner?
Sometimes.
Well, he won't say it tonight. I mean, you have to imagine it with a little, rouge and lipstick and your hair done. You look so pale. Oh.
your face?
Makeup?
Oh. Take it off. It looks terrible.
Well, I think it looks kind of nice.
You don't need all that junk on your face to look nice. You look fine the way you are. I'll bet Lee Berrigan was over here today.
For a while.
Well, that figures. Oh, you want to go around looking like everybody's pickup?
Maybe I was just trying to get you to notice me.
Notice you? I notice you all the time.
How come I don't know about it?
You're having my baby, aren't you?
That doesn't prove anything. Everybody knows a boy can do that with any girl. A guy shows that he loves you in other ways. Little things.
What do you want, candy and flowers?
Well, it might help.
Great. I'll bring you Hershey bar tomorrow.
Didn't want to fight. I just wanted it to be nice.
Who's fighting? I just like you the way you are naturally, that's all. Listen, you don't have to take it off right now if you don't want to. It's not that bad. Do it later.
No, if you don't like it, I'll take it off now.
No, really. I'll live. As a matter of fact, it makes you look kind of sexy. So what's for dinner?
No, honey. That's normal. You're supposed to do that.
Supposed to kick?
There. Feel?
Hey, how about that?
They say you can hear the heartbeat.
Yeah? There he goes again. Keep it up, kid. We can use a good place kicker.
I'm all right.
You sounded terrible over the phone.
Really? I'm okay. You can go home now.
You should have somebody here with you.
I just got scared for a second, that's all.
What can I get for you? I bought some ice cream. Put it in the freezer.
Nothing. Honest to God, I just want to be alone.
Does it hurt?
Oh, yeah. He gave me some pills.
I just don't think you should be alone like this.
It was terrible. It was a degradation. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it.
Give me another chance, Lee.
No.
Julie, at first, you didn't want your baby, did you? I want it now.
But at first...
Well, things change, Lee.
At first, you didn't want it, did you?
Mother.
I'm sorry if I startled you, dear, but I just came right in.
Why? What's the matter?
I think that's something you're better equipped to answer than I.
What is it?
Joan Hartlane called me this morning, extremely upset, as well she might be. It seems that Evan Clark phoned her last night from San Francisco.
Oh?
He's planning to surprise you with an engagement ring.
An engagement ring? That's crazy.
Evan didn't seem to think so. He told Joan he'd been corresponding with you regularly. I had no idea you were deceiving him.
Well, then why do you think the letters went to your house instead of mine?
Oh, because of Bojo, of course.
So it's perfectly all right for me to deceive Bojo, but not Evan Clark. That's what you're saying.
I abhor deceit in any form. Though I must admit this engagement ring thing has put a different light on the situation. I was glad that you were keeping up some kind of outside contact, you know, with an older boy.
I think you better go, Mother.
Now, look here. You know, this hasn't been easy for us either. Seeing you change from a happy teenager to a troubled, nervous, sort of premature woman.
Mother, something's wrong.
What's the matter, dear?
I'm bleeding. I can feel it.
Now, just lie back there, and I'll call Dr. Drummond right away.
Not Dr. Drummond, Dr. Harvey. His number's by the phone there.
Oh, yes, here it is.
Oh, Mom, my bag. I don't think I can send it. Hey, what's happening to me?
It's all right. It's all right. Mother's here.
Mom, don't let anything happen to my baby.
Just hold on tight, Julie. Hold on tight.
You did it. It's a boy.
Where is he?
He's in an incubator down the hall. He was a little bit too much of a hurry to come out, so, you know, it's...
But he's all right.
All right. He's beautiful. He's just a little small, that's all. He's not too big.
What color hair?
Fuzz. Just, dark fuzz.
Oh, golly, I think I'm going out again.
You go ahead, honey. I'll be right here.
Oh, what about your job?
Mr. Titchener gave me the day off. Your mom called me at work today, and, I don't know why, but I went back to our place and got this.
Can I have it?
Sure, honey.
I just wanted something to hold.
Sure.
Oh, later I think would be better. I don't think you should go down just now.
Why? What's the matter? Is something wrong?
He's just experiencing a little trouble breathing, that's all. It's very common with preemies.
I want to see him.
I think it would be better if you didn't. When this happens, they have to attach a device.
A device? Well, what kind of device?
It's sort of like a pin through the skin to hold up the chest wall. It helps him to breathe.
Pin?
Oh, it isn't nearly as bad as it sounds. He's not aware.
Not aware? But that's crazy. He's alive, isn't he? Of course he's aware.
There's really nothing to worry about. His overall condition is very good. He's a very strong little boy for such a tiny fella.
Dr. Harvey wants to know what we want to do about the funeral arrangements. We've got to think about the funeral arrangements.
I can't think of that. I just had him. I still have the feeling of having him. It's like he's still down the hall in his incubator, waiting for me to come and pick him up, hold him.
Well, what should we do about the funeral arrangements? I mean, we've got to think about it. They want to know about getting a coffin, and putting him in the ground. In the ground. It's my fault. He would have had that expensive doctor that you folks wanted. It would have been okay. He would have been all right. He wouldn't have.
Bojo, it's not your fault. I know that. The doctor wouldn't have made any difference. He was just too early. He was too small.
I lost my first child, a miscarriage. So I know how you feel, Julie. But it will pass. Time is the great healer.
And now you should come home, darling, where we can look after you in your own room.
I'll be all right, Mother, really. I just want to go back to the apartment with Bojo.
Well, Bojo's coming home, too, to be with his folks.
I think Julie and I should be together, Mom.
I don't think that you should take on the cares of anyone else just now, son.
I guess they're right.
Of course we are.
In times of sadness, those are the times when a parent should be there to help.
You could come see me, Bo.
Of course, Bojo. You're welcome anytime.
No. It might be better. For a while.
You two children have had such a time. You deserve a rest. I'll tell Joan Heartland to keep an eye on the cottage while it's empty.
Well, I'll go by on Saturday and run the vacuum around. Charlie can help me.
You're good children. Aren't they good children, Mrs. Jones?
Oh, please, call me Christine.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
This is Julie. Is Bojo there?
Just a moment, please.
For our Orioles.
Bojo?
Ted Williams leading off, followed by Don Bernard.
Julie.
And big number 16, Rudy York, the Mozart baseman. Williams stepping up now.
Hello?
Bojo?
Hi.
What you doing?
Oh, nothing much. Just watching TV.
All by yourself?
No, Dad's here. We're watching the ball game.
How is it?
It's pretty good. The Orioles are ahead 6-2, top of the 7th.
Have they mentioned anything to you about quitting your job and going back to school?
How did you know that?
Figures. It's in the air. I feel it all around. Your parents, my parents.
Have your folks mentioned the baby?
Not once.
Same here. It's weird. It's like they just want to sweep it under the carpet.
Bojo, let's go back to the apartment.
Oh, what do you mean now?
I'm not that sick. I could get dressed. We could take the car and...
Oh, well, wait a minute. I don't think we should rush it.
I do.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Of what? Look, our parents can't make us do anything that we don't want to do. Now, it's only a few more days. We'll be back in our own place.
Promise?
Anyway, I'll be over to see you tomorrow after work. You folks invited me to dinner. I'll even bring you flowers and candy.
I wish you were here right now.
I'll be there before you know it.
I love you.
Same here.
Good night, honey.
See you tomorrow.
Dear Evan, I have done a cruel and selfish thing. It's going to take quite a bit of time and a lot of words to explain it. But time is something I've got plenty of right now.
More wine, Bojo?
Oh, no. Thanks just the same. This sure was good. I've always liked Mexican food.
Paella is real Spanish food, not Mexican. Everybody knows that. Oh, stuck up.
All right, that's enough.
Bojo doesn't care.
That's enough.
I've asked the Joneses to join us for dessert. They should be arriving shortly.
My parents?
I'd invited them for dinner, but apparently your father works late.
You didn't tell me. Why are they coming over?
Just for a visit and a talk.
A talk about what?
That's probably them now.
I'll get it.
Why don't we all go in the living room? I've asked Clara to serve the parfait in there. Gracie, you and Greg can take yours into the television room, why don't you?
Mother, why are the Joneses here?
Well, it's okay. Just stick close to me. Everything's going to be all right.
Well, we might as well get at it. Now, the way I see it, there is no sense in beating around the bush. I mean, that's no favor to anybody, right?
Well, go on, Leland. You seem to have a firm handle on this, so go on.
It's a terrible thing that happened. We all felt that, but, well, what's done is done, and you can't turn the clock back. You gotta look ahead now and then think about the future.
I thought you said you weren't going to beat around the bush.
Now, just a minute. Just a minute. You know, you may think you're a big man with that suit and that paycheck, but you're still 17 and you're still my son, and I will not take...
Dears, nobody's trying to force you into anything. We realize that you children are in a period of transition now. We're just trying to help you decide what's best.
What are the choices?
Either you stay in this rut you're in for the rest of your life, or you go on back to school and make something out of it.
And, Julie? Where does she fit in?
She fits in where she belongs. In a good girls' school and then in a good college.
But married girls can't go to private schools.
We weren't thinking in terms of being married.
But we are married.
Children, circumstances have thrown you together. It's not the same thing as being married.
You're just kids yet. My God, you're only young once. Don't waste it. It isn't as if you'd be on separate planets. After you've done a little living, seen a little world, maybe you want to get back together again.
Of course. Give yourself a chance. That's all we're saying. Don't settle for less than you deserve if you don't have to.
Bojo?
I've got to think. I can't think, all right? I've got to have time.
It's our lives we're talking about. We need time to talk about it ourselves.
Of course you do, and you should. But I think we're all agreed that it would be a mistake for you to go back to the apartment until you come to a decision.
And there's always that possibility of another baby.
Another baby? Oh, well, that's the last thing I want right now is another baby.
Excuse me, I'm going to bed. Darling.
Let her go.
Julie! We'll think about it, okay? I mean, let's not let them railroad us into anything.
They aren't railroading us into anything. Can't you see it? We both know they're right. They're always so damn right.
I'll call you tomorrow.
My first chrysanthemums. That means the nights are getting cold. White. White was always a good color for you, child. Tell me, Julie, how are you, really?
I miss Bojo.
And does he miss you?
Who knows? You can hardly ever tell with Bojo. He's called 2 or 3 times.
Ah, well, you'll get over it.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Are you coming to the mountains with me? I've discovered a dell there with the most remarkable fern specimens.
I can't. Mom and Dad want me to go to boarding school. But I can't do it. I'm too old.
Old? No.
I mean, you can't go back to being a teenager after you've been a woman.
Is that what you've been? A woman?
I don't know what I've been. I just know that I can't go to a nice private little boarding school, play field hockey. I mean, it's ridiculous.
What do you mean to do then?
Why do I have to do anything? I'll go to the mountains with you.
Oh, dear. I didn't mean to interfere.
No, you didn't interfere. I've just made a decision, that's all. It's about the first decision I've made about anything in ages.
I didn't mean to rush you, but we did have some inquiries about the cottage.
It's all right, Auntie Joan. It had to be done sooner or later.
Well, I heard from Evan. He said that he received your letter. The long one, explaining everything. He said it was a beautiful letter. And that he understands. He hopes that you understand if you don't hear from him again.
Well, tell him thank you if you see him again, will you?
Will do. Goodbye, Squeakum. Love and kisses.
and said I should come in and pick up my stuff.
Well, does it have to be just now?
Well, I don't mind if you don't.
Do you have to do that?
Julie, what are we doing? I mean, will someone please tell me what the hell we're doing?
We're doing what we have to do.
For crying out loud, we're married. We gave each other a little baby, and we buried him together. After what we've been through, we're more married than most people get in 50 years.
Just going through things doesn't make a marriage.
Well, I don't know about you, but I love you.
Stop it.
No. I mean it. I mean, maybe it started off kind of strange, but we've got something together. And I don't want to lose it. Do you?
Well, what else can we do?
We can get in the car and go.
And go where?
Anywhere. Anywhere that I can find a job.
And what about our parents?
What about us? Do you want to break up?
No.
Well, then let's go.
But we can't just sneak away. At least we should stop and tell our parents.
No. They'll just start in with all the reasons why we're making this big mistake and how we're ruining our lives and how we're breaking their hearts. And the next thing you know, we'll be listening to them and we'll be doing what they want us to do again and not what we want to do.
So we just drive away. Just like that.
Yeah. Just like that.
Oh, I don't know. I'm scared.
I'm scared too. But at least we'll be scared together instead of apart.
I don't know if I can.
Sure you can.
Do you love me?
I love you.
No. I mean, really love me.
Really love you.
Oh, honey. Oh, I love you too.
Hey, come on, let's go. Come on.
Oh, wait a minute. The bracelet.
Come on.